What's good, YouTube? It's your boy P Money. Jazz get a 117-96 victory over the Blazers. Second time in the last three that they go ahead and put the smack down on us. And we just couldn't stop nobody last night. Very frustrating to see. But the main culprits for me are CJ and Nurk offensively. Neither stepped up when they needed to. CJ took 14 shots and only made 4. I want to say he was 1 of 3 from the three-point land. That's just not enough. He's averaging 21.3 points per game. You need that production each game. Same with Nurk. Nurk only finished with 7 points and 10 rebounds. While he was good defensively, offensively, he was lacking once again. And Gobert had a lot to do with that. Gobert ended up with 18, 14, and 7 blocks. So it was tough sledding to get anything down low. But still, Nurk's got to take advantage of the size difference. He's a bigger body. He should be able to get into Gobert and get some nice baskets, or get fouled and go to the free throw line. But he was not aggressive. He's averaging around 15 a game, and that's what we need from him. So my main culprits for last night, there's 3. Defense, CJ, and Nurk. Those 3 components are the reason why the Blazers got smacked in Utah. When you're letting Dante Exum come off the bench and shoot 7 for 9 with 15 points and hit his 3, you're letting Kyle Korver get 10 points off you on 2 of 4, and you have 7 players overall in double figures, you ain't gonna win many games. You're not gonna win many games at all. And Mitchell played a little bit better. He still is not quite what he was last year, but he ended up with 19 to lead all scorers for the Jazz. But we just couldn't stop anyone at all. The last 2 games against the Jazz, man, they just took advantage of terrible defensive sets. Like, we looked good in the first quarter where it was tied 24 all. And then after that, we allowed 35 points the second quarter. We allowed, I want to say 28 the third quarter, and I want to say 32 in the fourth quarter, something like that. That's just not good defense, man. I don't know how you're going to be able to win games giving up 117 points, man. You're not going to win many of those. So it may be time to make a move for sure for the Blazers. They may need to make something before the trade deadline. Because while I do like the bench players, like Seth Curry had an excellent game again, finished with 8 points. Zach Collins, he finished with 10 points. Myers Leonard, he finished with 7. So the bench was doing their part. Evan Turner had 12 last game. But it's just going to be tough to beat teams when you can't stop nobody. And I didn't like the effort at all. These last 2 games against the Jazz at all. Both beatdowns. It's like they made no adjustments whatsoever. And I don't like that. Usually, when you see a team, when you get smacked, you make some adjustments, and they usually work in your favor, and you either make the game competitive or you come up with the victory. But I didn't see anything in that game from the first game. So we definitely need to get those next 2 against the Jazz. No ands, ifs, or buts. I don't care that one game is in Utah. We got to get that game. And the next one at Moda, we got to get that game. can't be allowing the Jazz to sweep us in the division. It's not a good look. Like, we still haven't played. I mean, we played the Nuggets twice, I believe. And I think they beat us both times too. So right now we're not looking good in the division. I definitely need to see improvement defensively for us to even have a chance at going far in the playoffs this year. I'm not liking what I see on the defensive end a lot this year. It's mind-boggling because last year we were such a great defensive team, and then in the playoffs we went ahead and just stopped playing good defense, a good brand of basketball on the defensive end. And in the spots I see it this year where we do well defensively and then we do bad defensively. And against the Jazz, we have not played a good defensive game yet. And that's just not going to cut it. You ain't going to win a lot of games if you don't play good defense. And we got the personnel to do it. And I've seen it on a consistent basis. So I need the Blazers to go ahead and think defense over offense right now. They really need to feel. They really need to work on defensively. The offense will come. And I need CJ definitely to step up offensively as well as Nurk. He's getting a lot of good looks. I like some of the moves that he did. He just couldn't finish. And we need those baskets. If we can go ahead and get that stuff working, get that good defense like I know they can be, they can definitely be a top 10 defensive team in this league. No question about it, but there's too many games where they're allowing way too many points per game. Like the Jazz scored 120 on Friday, or was it Sunday? They scored 120 on Friday, and then 117 last night. Not how you win games. But let me go ahead and get back on this grind. It's your boy P Money. Hopefully everybody had a good holiday and will continue to have a good holiday. Shout out to the whole entire LDBC. As always, y'all be safe, and I'm off this.